Okay, guys, we're back with part 3 of how to make a blouse. Our first blouse, super duper beginner level. Okay, by now you should have completed all around the fabric your seam, all around. So it should look like this, but the seams are done. And I'm going to get up close and show you. I did something a little different. Get up here where you can see. I decided to do the double stitch. I did the crisscross here to hold it, and then I did a decorative black. I changed my thread out and did some black around for my second stitch. I may go back and do at the bottom another stitch of the black. I think that will look good. Now, let me explain some things, some problems that you will run into. Okay. First of all, what I didn't go over with you, which I should have, is when you reach this area, if you did cut your sleeves from the pattern like me, where there's 2 points, where they meet like this, okay, where it's not exactly square, when you get to the part that's going to be underneath the arm, you can get a little pull there if you don't go a little thinner, number one. So you have to be careful there because that's not going to be a full 1 inch right here unless you did it square. Mine's a little different. It still looks good. Another problem or another idea is when I initially did the first seam, zigzag, I always want to call it crisscross, zigzag stitch in the white that's invisible, I had it inside out. But I decided I wanted a decorative dark stitch. And if you look how pretty the black looks. So I've decided to go back around it later. Not right now, because we're going to go ahead and sew it together. But later I'm going to go around it and do a second stitch of the black on top of that initial white stitch, but I'm going to do it on top of the fabric, not underneath, not inside out, because I want the black thread. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go back to my sewing machine, but first we need to pin where we want our sleeves. Okay. So we're leaving slits here, and let's say we meet up the points, okay, like this. I don't want my sleeve this small because you could sew it there. You may want your sleeve this small. I want mine to hang like this. So I'm not going to stitch there on that part. I'm going to start stitching right here. That way, I'll show you while I hold it. All of this is open. You see that? And it's just nice and comfy and airy. So I'm going to start here, but you could start up here. You get what I'm saying? But I'm going to start stitching from here. So what we need to do now is we need to go pin as far down as we want it to do the seam. We're going to turn it inside out again for this because we want it invisible. Okay. So, now we don't want to go, you may want to, I don't want to. I want to leave slits at the bottom as well. Probably about, I don't know, 4 inches of slit, about like that. So I'm going to sew from here all the way up to about right there on each side with it turned inside out. So let's go do that now. So let's turn our fabric inside out, line everything up, and let's pin it first. And then we're going to go do it. So I'm bringing you over here so you can kind of see the table. All right. So we're turning it inside out. Line everything up. So I want my sleeves lined up, okay? And the bodice. So we want to line everything up conveniently here. Oh yeah, this is going to look good, y'all. This is going to look really pretty. And if you have any trouble with your seams, the wonderful part of sewing is you can always just take the seam out. Now, it is time consuming to do that, but you know, I'm a sucker for the zigzag stitch sewing. I just am in love with it. I don't know why. I like that very rustic stitched look. So you may not like that. If you don't, use a running stitch. You do not have to use a zigzag stitch. And if you don't want your sleeves wide, then match that up. And then we're going to pin it. Then if you don't want your sleeves like loose like mine, then go ahead and stitch around it. It's totally, entirely up to you and your taste. So I put it in the machine. It's going to be facing, I'm going to be working in this direction on this side. So I want to put my pins where I can just pull them conveniently out, match up the edges, and pin it to your desired length. Okay? To your desired arm length and to your desired length at the bottom. Is this even? For the most part. Okay, I want to leave some of this open. So let's just stop it about right there. So I'm leaving this slit like this big. Okay. I just want it to be that way. Okay. Because I'm probably not going to tuck it or anything. Like when you have a blousey blouse, like I've got this one tucked, but I want this one to be done without being tucked. So of course you want to make sure you're starting about the same. So get your tape measure. Let's see where I'm starting this sleeve. Let's make sure it's a straight line, like you tape measure straight. We want to start about right here. Okay, we want to pin it there. Okay. So we're pinning it. Now, when I go on this side, I'll be going in this direction on the sewing machine. Now we got our first one. Let's go all the way down. And you can measure on the other side too. We're going to measure how far I left the slits on that side. So we can do the same on this side. Okay. Match it up. Match it up. I feel like over here it matches. Make sure you've got those ends together where there's nothing hanging over, because you want it, of course, exact. All right, let's measure this. I think I'm about right, but let's see. Okay, get your tape ruler if you're doing the slits at the bottom. And let's start about right where that pin ends up. So let's start about, no, the middle where it's pinned, Amy. 8. So about 8 inches. Yeah, 8 inches. I want to leave that open. Okay, this is not. Yeah. I gotta move it up a little. That wasn't quite 8. Yep, now it's 8. All right, we're ready, guys. Let's go to the sewing machine. And let's get started. Okay, I'm carrying you in there. And we're going to get started on stitching it together. And when we finish, we're going to have a blouse, guys. You're going to have your first blouse. Isn't it exciting? Okay. Let me get you where you can see good. Let's pull you up close. You should be able to. All this lighting is not the best. I apologize. I just have what I have, guys. That's all I can tell you. Okay, it's pinned. Let's start with this side. It's inside out. We're going to put it on our machine right where that pin is. Once I slide it, I'm going to pull that pin out. And I'm going to go to the almost to the edge. I don't want it too inward, so we're at the edge. See that? Okay. We're going to go super slow. Start with a back stitch, of course. foot pedal, push your lever down, back stitch. Okay, now we're going forward. Let's sew this top together. Stop there, pull it out. Keep going. Up. Oh, if you run into this problem, this is why your tweezers are good. Lift your footer, push it down, put it back. Look slow on this. No need to rush. We want to make sure it stays together. I'm going to go ahead and take this out because I'm going to hold it with my fingers. I just like that. And we are at the end. We are. Push that down. All right, we're going to back stitch to lock it. Let's up. Lift up that footer. Take it out. Got it. Let's go to the other side. I got lots of loose string over here that I need to take off. Okay, let's go to the other side. We're going to go the opposite direction from the bottom up. And let's move our thread to the back. Always make sure your thread's in the back, guys. Always. The top thread should go through here into the back. The bobbin should be already in the back. And let's start here at the bottom. Go ahead and pull that out. And let's line her up. Make sure she stays lined up. She is. She's lined up. Start her right there. Back. Push the pedal. Pull your pins. I really wish you had a better view. Oh, will do. I don't have room to sit it there. Let's see if I can make room. How about that? Well, tell me if this is better. It's all this junk in this room. Ah, yeah, it's a little better. Okay. Let's try this. Okay. See if you can see a little better. I wish I was like fancy and had this whole setup for videos and knew how to edit and knew how to do all the fancy little music and graphics and all that. I don't know how to do that, guys. I just don't. My place here. Mark my place. Gotta get the, don't lose your place. It's on good. Right about here. Bingo. All right, guys. Don't forget to backstitch. Okay, now for the verdict, guys. Now for the verdict. I'm going to move the camera around. Okay. Moving you again. Right here. Let's look. We need some really good lighting. So let's turn that away a minute. So let's just use the above lighting. Okay. Here comes the verdict. We've sewn it together. It's inside out. Let's turn it right side out. And voila, guys. We have our first top. Oh my gosh, it's cute. Look at it. Now you need to iron it. Of course, you'll iron it, which, excuse me, you'll iron it and then we'll come back in another video when we're going to sew something else and I'll show you how it looks on the hanger. However, look, you should be proud of yourself. Let's look at the stitching. Oh yes, it's pretty. Looks like it's going to fit perfect. I will model it for you because I'm going to wear it to work tomorrow. So I'll send you a video in the morning in the car as I'm going to work because I will be wearing it. Let's see how long I made it. Oh yeah, see it's going to be, let me see if I can angle this down. It's going to be, yep, perfect because I'm going to wear some cute little dressy pants with it. And it should look good and flowy. I'm going to iron it now. But I'm not going to bore you with the ironing part. So I'll go iron it. You go iron yours. I hope you enjoyed this project. I'm sure yours came out fine. Check your side seams. Mine look pretty good. Once you iron them, they're going to look real good. the little slits at the bottom. And it is just really cute. Let's look at the sleeves. Let's take a good look at it. I have the little flowy sleeves, so they should fall like that. I love that. I don't like them sewn together like this, but you could. You could. I like them flowy. All right, guys, we have made it. I think this top is probably one of the cutest things I've made so far. If you want to add embellishments, I meant to say this. You can put some eyelet lace or any kind of whatever you wanted and use it as a binding. Binding's not something we've done yet here, obviously, because we just started this channel. However, we will be doing binding eventually. I do sort of know how to do it, but I don't know if I'll jack it up, probably. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time on the next project that we make. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope your top came out good. Keep sewing, guys. Keep sewing and enjoying it and making beautiful things and using your creative self, your creative mind. And it's just so relaxing on your day off and making pretty things. I can't wait on this channel till Christmas when we're even better and we start making Christmas presents. So we will be coming up one day soon with the knitting, beginner knitting casting on video. We'll do the casting on over and over and over in the first video. And then the second part will be the knit stitch, and then later we'll do the purl stitch, and then we'll do the casting off. So we will be having those videos coming. I don't know when. I will have time hopefully soon to make them for you and get you started on the knitting projects for those of you who like to knit. So that is coming. Anyway, we will be working on some more sewing projects. So I'm going to go and embellish this a little more with a second dark stitch around it. Just because I want to. Just around the sleeves, the bottom, and the neckline, I'm going to do that. So, make it however you like it. It's all entirely up to you. You design your own. All right, guys, see you next time on Rags and Stitches. Please hit like, subscribe. We'll see you next time when we learn something else new. Bye.